Hello and happy Tuesday. We can't wait to dive into the top stories we bring to you this evening. I'm Caden Williams.
And I'm Rebecca Wallace. Stay tuned as we share the latest updates in a first-degree murder trial happening in our own Lafayette County Courthouse.
And later, we'll see what unexpected beverage Ole Miss quarterback Jackson Dart is bringing to the field.
Stay tuned for these stories and more.
But before we get into tonight's show, I just have to say the weather's been amazing today in Oxford.
It has. Mother Nature is giving us plenty to smile about lately, so let's check in with weather reporter Veronica Flores to see what our current conditions are looking like.
Thank you. Yes, so right now in Oxford, we have felt that good weather come right on back. Last week we were all shivering because it was extremely cold, but it's heated back up. We're having a temperature of around 79 degrees today. I didn't even have to wear a jacket on my way to class, which was nice. We felt a slight breeze, and it's going to cool back down into the 50s tonight, but I'll have a more in-depth report later in the show. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Veronica. We now have the latest update in the trial against an Oxford woman accused of killing her boyfriend back in June of 2022.
After nearly a year and a half of legal proceedings, Alexandria Grist is scheduled for sentencing today. This comes after a Lafayette County jury reached a verdict on October 18th, finding her guilty of manslaughter in the death of her late boyfriend, Corey Lyles.
Throughout the trial, prosecution painted a picture of the troubled relationship, presenting evidence that the couple had been seen arguing just hours before the fatal shooting on South Lamar Boulevard.
While her defense team maintained throughout the trial that she acted in self-defense during the midnight confrontation, the jury's verdict suggests they believed her fear wasn't entirely reasonable after the circumstances.
Alexandria Grist now faces up to 20 years in state prison for first-degree murder.
On a happier note, scientists of Oxford are making headlines with a recent discovery that can potentially save farmland. University of Mississippi researchers have discovered common farm waste might hold a solution to one of the agriculture's biggest pollution problems. The spread of tiny plastic pieces in our food and water, a growing problem for local farmers that may have met its match thanks to discovery of biochar. Researchers have found that this charcoal-like material made from burned farm leftovers such as corn stalks is a substance that traps and removes microscopic pieces of plastic from farm soil, essentially acting as a super-powered sponge. The research team is now testing how to make the solution work for farms of all sizes.
The City of Oxford's annual Truck or Treat event took place outside the Oxford Conference Center last Thursday. The event was hosted for children ages 12 and under to trick-or-treat in costume, but was open for all ages. In conjunction with the Oxford Police Department, families could get close to a variety of trucks and even pet the OPD's mounted patrol. This is just one of several events the city is putting together leading up to Halloween.
Are you thinking about grad school or in the middle of preparing your applications? Don't miss out on a great opportunity to get expert advice at the upcoming Graduate School Prep Workshop. This workshop will provide valuable insights into the graduate school application process and offer tools you need to be successful. As you can see on your screen, the event will be tomorrow at 1 p.m. and the session will take place in Martindale Cole Room 303. You can register for this event via handshake.
The City of Oxford's property and casualty insurance is set to lapse, and there are little options for a new provider. Employers Mutual Casualty Company, or EMC, will not renew their policy set to expire on November 5th. Mark Levy met with the Board of Aldermen last Tuesday to discuss possible proposals. Levy, the Director of Special Projects for the City of Oxford, revealed despite their call for bids, there were little, if any, offers from insurance agencies within 100 miles of the city limits.
We haven't had a whole lot of interest. This other agent told me of the 11 other vendors he reached out to, 7 just declined coverage completely, and the other 5 were either blocked or not interested in providing a policy.
The lack of property and casualty insurance will affect all buildings owned by the city, including Oxford City Hall and the new Oxford Police Department. The Brown Agency has offered their insurance plan to the city, but the cost of service has not yet been agreed on. The initial $250 per square foot price tag was considered too low to cover all of their properties. In next Tuesday's meeting, Levy and the Brown Agency will provide different plans for the board to choose from.
This football season, the Dairy Alliance is teaming up with Jackson Dart to take their Milk's Got Game campaign to the next level this football season. Dart will be highlighting the nutritional benefits of dairy milk and sports nutrition alongside other SEC quarterbacks. As a part of the Dairy Alliance's efforts, Dart will help spread the information throughout Mississippi, supporting both dairy farmers and consumers. If you want to learn more, you can visit thedairyalliance.com or follow the Dairy Alliance on social media.
Designer deals and student style collided today as fashion brand Etiquette transformed the student union to a shopping paradise. NewsWatch reporter Leslie Lockman takes us inside the campus pop-up that had rebels rushing to refresh their wardrobes.
Addicted, a new trending emerging clothing brand for college students, is hosting a pop-up shop in front of the Union. Known primarily for the up-to-date fashion, students have the ability to shop and win free prizes. From 11 to 2, students waited in quite a line to get the opportunity of spinning the wheel, which could give you up to 50% off your next purchase or a $50 gift card. The iconic pink branding, known to most teenage girls, attracts an audience of girls trying to stay on trend. The Addicted Southern College store has done pop-ups all across the country. Here's what the fashion girlies of Ole Miss had to say.
I like Addicted because it's affordable and it's cute clothes. I'm waiting in line for Addicted so I can get money off my next purchase.
As people took pictures and talked excitedly to their friends, the line moved quickly, giving girls a chance for a future Addicted purchase. Between the quality and the prints, Addicted is sure to draw in a crowd for this pop-up, which is only happening today, October 21st. Whether students came to spin the wheel or get a tote from the pink trunk, Addicted has a signature that's sure to draw in college students with fashion on their radar. In the tote, you receive a sticker pack and card with information about the shop on it.
I've shopped at Addicted before because I really like their clothes.
Just another thing that makes Ole Miss so great is the pop-ups that come to campus, just like this one. Leslie Lockman reporting, NewsWatch.
Thank you, Leslie. Coming up, a discovery of human remains found in Jackson.
Plus, violence shatters a Friday night football game, taking the lives of 3.
We will have this in your national news updates when we come back from the break. NewsWatch Ole Miss. We'll be right back.
I would tell all the hotties, it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to open up. It's okay to be honest about how you're feeling. But the people who are meant to listen, they'll be with you for life. And those are the people you need to care about. Those are the people you need to open up to. Those are the people that you need to allow to open up to you. We love each other, hotties, so definitely keep reaching out to your friends and check on each other and love on each other because that's what we about, love.
She's got a smile that it seems to me reminds me of childhood memories where everything was as fresh as the bright blue sky. Now and then when I see her face, she takes me away to that special place. And if I stay too long, I'd probably break down and cry. Oh, sweet child of mine.
Since 2000, speeding has killed a classroom of our children.
Oh,
Shame on you.
sweet love of mine.
You can never control the consequences if you speed.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzzed driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed.
Welcome back to NewsWatch Ole Miss. Before we head into our national headlines, we cover some breaking stories currently happening in Mississippi. Authorities are investigating 2 cases of possible human remains found in Mississippi on Sunday. In Leake County, a deer hunter discovered a decomposed body on private property, prompting a death investigation by the sheriff's office. Meanwhile, skeletal remains were found by a resident in Kosciuszko. Both cases are being examined by the state crime lab, and officials say results may take months. If that wasn't shocking enough, a night of celebration turned deadly in Holmes County this past Saturday, where 3 people lost their lives and 8 others were injured in a mass shooting during a homecoming celebration. What began as a fight escalated into gunfire early Saturday, sending hundreds of football fans running for their lives. The violence erupted at an outdoor trail just 5 miles outside of Lexington, where between 200 to 300 people had gathered after Holmes County Schools' homecoming victory. It is reported that 2 19-year-olds and 25-year-old were killed and 8 others were airlifted to nearby hospitals. Deputies have since closed off the scene for shell casings to try and determine the exact number of shooters that were open fired. Holmes County Sheriff Willie March says gun violence among young men have become an ongoing concern in the community.
Now let's hand it over to NewsWatch reporter Logan Kennedy for The Watch.
Thank you, Caden. President Joe Biden and First Lady Jill Biden delivered remarks at the National Arts and Humanities reception on Monday. The Bidens presented the 2022 and 2023 National Medals of Arts with the National Humanities during a ceremony at the White House. The Medal of Arts is the highest award given by the U.S. government to artists, art patrons, and groups. It honors individuals that have advanced the arts and inspired others. The list of honorees include artist and music producer Missy Elliott and filmmakers Steven Spielberg and Spike Lee. And Israel says that a Hezbollah bunker is located under Sahel General Hospital in Lebanon. However, an official at the hospital has denied these allegations. An Israel Defense Force spokesman claimed at a press briefing Monday that a bunker containing millions of dollars in gold and cash is located directly under this hospital in the heart of Lebanon's capital. Hagari said the bunker serves as a central financial facility for Hezbollah. But one of the directors of the hospital says Hagari's claims are baseless and are a pretext to justify attacks on Lebanon and its institutions. Hagari said the IDF is monitoring the hospital compound but will not strike the hospital itself. However, the hospital is currently evacuating patients and staffers for their safety. The Pentagon announced Tuesday that U.S. military and Iraqi forces carried out a joint raid targeting ISIS leaders overnight. Major General and Pentagon spokesman Patrick Ryder said the raid resulted in the death of multiple ISIS operatives. In addition, he said post-mission analysis is ongoing and more details will be provided as soon as possible. The Pentagon has confirmed 2 injuries to 2 U.S. service members during the raid. Both are in stable condition and receiving treatment for their injuries. President Joe Biden hosted a meeting with Slovenian Prime Minister Robert Golob at the White House Tuesday. Biden praised Golob for his role in the recent 7-nation prisoner swap that freed 3 Americans from a Russian prison. The deal completed in August was the largest U.S.-Russian prisoner swap in post-Soviet history. It involved 24 people and many months of negotiations from several European countries that worked to release Russians in their custody as part of the exchange. The meeting comes just days after Biden's visit to Berlin, made in part to thank German Chancellor Olaf Scholz for his country's cooperation in the prisoner swap. Golob himself had positive remarks for Biden as well, saying the prisoner swap showed that nothing is impossible with help from true friends. In lighter news, American rapper Eminem will once again be taking the stage in Detroit Tuesday night. However, he won't be performing this time. Though the rapper rarely makes political appearances, his views of Donald Trump is well known, In the past, he has accused the former president of brainwashing his supporters. Eminem will introduce former President Barack Obama at a Get Out the Vote rally for Kamala Harris. A Democratic official familiar with the planning of the event says Eminem is expected to offer his thoughts on the presidential race. That's all the updates I have for The Watch. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Logan. Well, Veronica, I think it's time for another weather update. Can you tell us a bit about tonight's conditions?
Of course. So it's gonna definitely dip down. We're gonna be in the 50s. I know last week we were having some really cold weather and it's heating back up, but you know, in Mississippi it's gonna be really cold in the morning and really cold at night. So, I mean, we want you to pack a sweater, but I'll have more after the break.
How many letters? 5 letters. Just think about, what am I doing right now? Smile. Smile? Uh-huh. This is so easy.
Nobody likes to be stopped by the police, but if I'd seen her texting while driving and given her a ticket, it just might have saved her life.
Are you looking for more in this world? Then we are looking for you. The big-hearted, the bold, those driven by purpose. We are the Peace Corps, volunteers, partners, communities in more than 60 countries, bringing our experience, joy, and passion to building a better world together. Are you ready to serve boldly, to go the distance to make a difference? Then we have a place where you belong. Join us.
We are for places of awe and wonder. For monuments and stories that bind us together. We are the National Park Foundation, and with your support, we protect our country's most treasured places. For today and for always. Support today at nationalparks.org.
Elmer loves to giggle. Elmer's mommy taught him that laughing can help when you have a big feeling, like when you feel happy. Make sure to celebrate when you're happy and laugh it out. Love your mind.
Welcome back to Stormwatch Ole Miss. I'm Veronica Flores. So as I was talking about in the beginning of the show, it was definitely cold last week and it's changed up. As you can see, we're having a temperature of around 79 degrees today. It's been very warm. On my way to class, it was actually nice to feel the sun out again though, because last week it was definitely very cold. We've had a slight breeze and it's been pretty sunny. So overall, nice day. I've definitely enjoyed it. And it's similar all across northern Mississippi. As you can see in Oxford here, we're at 79 with South Haven being our hot spot, but it's warming up. We're in the high 70s and low 80s, which is definitely different than what we had going on last week. So as you can see, this is our radar. It doesn't even look like a radar because we're having clear weather, okay? Whenever we get a blank map like this, it's actually kind of good because we can look forward to some sun. We're not going to have any rain or anything, so that's going to be something that you can plan according to. For tonight, this is what our weather's going to be looking like. We're going to have a temperature of around 52 degrees. So if you're planning on going out tonight, I definitely pack something so you're not out there being cold or anything. We're feeling that drop like we said earlier in the show, and we're going to have a light breeze and it's going to be pretty clear out there. And for tomorrow, as you can see, our high is going to be 83 degrees, which is nice. Like I said, we're staying in this good weather this week. It's going to be sunny and we're going to have just a light breeze, but it's definitely going to be nice out there. And it's similar for tomorrow with our highs in northern Mississippi. As you can see, the common number here is 83 in Holly Springs, Corinth. We're seeing a lot of temperatures of 83 degrees with Tupelo being our hot spot. But like I said, warming up, definitely we can see that. When it comes to our 5-day forecast, as you can see, we start off the week in the 80s, in the mid 80s. So you can see that sun is definitely there. We are having that good weather, and on Sunday, we're going to be in the mid 70s. It's going to be a nice week, and it's definitely a nice change from what we've had last week. I mean, last week we were freezing our butts off, and here we are with this warm weather.
I'm actually really excited for the warm weather, especially for the game this weekend, so I'm really looking forward to it.
Well, speaking of sports, Claire, what have you got for us today?
Yeah, so actually coming up, if you don't have any plans tonight, the party in the pavilion is tonight. Check back in after the break. NewsWatch Ole Miss will be right back after the.
We are rebels. For more than 160 years, we've been accomplishing the impossible, from conducting the world's first lung transplant to helping prove Einstein was right. From preserving the past to saving the future. We are Mississippi's flagship university, a place where passion and learning unite, where friends become family, where small-town charm meets world-class innovation. We are the University of Mississippi. We are Ole Miss.
Another teenager, victim to fake pills. That smells like big crime that needs to be stopped. Before buying pills online, think about this. Should buying prescription pills be this easy?
Yeah, bro, I'm picking up. Same guy. I bet. Got you 5.
Think these pills are tested and safe? Think they're the same ones you get from a doctor? You know they're not. Did you know that fake prescription pills may contain fentanyl? And an amount small enough to fit on the tip of a pencil can be lethal. Listen. Before buying pills from social media, think again. Learn more at mcgruffpsa.org and go for real.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzzed driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed.
Welcome back. I'm Claire Ulmer with Sports Watch. Tonight will be an exciting night for basketball fans as the NBA is starting their season and the Ole Miss men's and women's basketball teams are celebrating the return of the season with a party in the pavilion. The event will consist of fan activities, giveaways, special performances, and all the things basketball to get the Rebel fans excited for the upcoming season. Fans will have a chance to win VIP experiences, 1 year of free Buffalo Wild Wings, Ole Miss branded Beat headphones, Crumble cookie gift cards, and so much more. It is located at the SJB Pavilion and doors will open at 7:30 with the event kicking off at 8 p.m. Reminder that all students get in for free. You don't want to miss this jam-packed celebration and a sneak peek into what we have to look forward to this season. And the men's golf team has captured their second straight victory, securing first in the 2024 Fallen Oak Collegiate Invitational, scoring 884. This back-to-back victory is the first time men's golf had seen since 2016 season. The Rebels won the tournament with a 9-stroke lead and 4 top 10 placements, with a top 2 placement from senior Kai Meeks. Meeks set himself a new career low, scoring 65 and a career best, taking second place. Not far behind, Tom Fisher claimed 4th place in his second straight top 5 finish. Collins Trolio and Michael Lasalo landed their 3rd top 10 finish this fall with a tie in 9th, scoring 215. This wraps up their fall slate with 4 top 2 finishes, 9 top 10 finishes, and 2 tournament victories. Good jobs, Rebs. And hopefully another win for the Rebels we can look forward to in football. Ole Miss is back in the vault early this Saturday as they will take on the Oklahoma Sooners in their first year in the Southeastern Conference. Head coach Lane Kiffin talks to reporters about how important this upcoming game is for the team and for Oxford.
All right, good to have everybody back and get to work. This is a really big game for us, big matchup. To have Oklahoma coming in here, who's playing great defense, has just changed their offensive staff and looks like changed their quarterback. So, and it sounds like getting some receivers healthy. So this is a big challenge for us. Excited to be back in front of our home crowd and get back on track. So, gotta have a great week of practice.
Again, kickoff is bright and early at 11 a.m. Saturday, so make sure to get to the Grove early, Rebs. And that's all I have for Sports Watch. Be sure to check us out on Rebel_Watch and our sports talk show, Rebel Watch, on YouTube Fridays at 5. NewsWatch Ole Miss will be right back.
Body to body, funky to funky, we know how to rock your party.
This is Michael. Today he is going to hit his girlfriend so hard, she ends up with permanent brain damage.
Funky to funky. Like you. Once with a man like you.
3 dead in this vehicle. The girl is critical. They say the guy without the seatbelt did the damage.
No seatbelt, no excuse. From the Road Safety Authority.
Young Tommy is smoking a cigarette, creating his own smog cloud. Tommy's up to bat. Tommy smokes because he thinks it makes him look grown up. But watch what smoking does for him. That coughing is one thing. It keeps him from playing his best. You're out! Don't smoke. It doesn't make you grown up. It makes you a loser.
Everyone has a ritual, that small thing that keeps us focused. A habit we never skip to clear our minds and elevate our performance.
But what do you do to keep your head in the game, to drown out the self-doubt and support your mental health? Because being your best isn't just about taking care of your body.
It's about taking care of your mind and mental health. Discover the resources you need to keep your mind focused and your mental health a priority.
We are now with NewsWatch reporter Logan Kennedy. Logan, what do you have for us today?
Well, Kaden, I have been thinking a lot lately about the Starships. I mean, I wanted to get to know them because they already know so much about me. They know what I want to get to my dorm, so I decided to find out more about them, like where do the Starships go at night. So I found out through Ole Miss Dining that there are charging stations around campus where the 55 Starships can charge to catch their morning activities as they wake up and get ready for a busy day of work. I saw them charging and then lining up all happily together before they speed off to take over campus. The 55 robots do the work of delivering food all across campus when the walk to the Union or to the food trucks is just not appealing. And trust, they help me out all the time. This year, ordering food and using a Starship looks a little different as the university has decided to go through the Grubhub app instead of the individual Starship app. Ole Miss's Dining said they decided to switch to provide a single sign-on experience instead of having to toggle between the different apps. Students also are able to use their meal swipes instead of their Flex or having to use a credit card, which I personally love. How do you guys feel about the Starships?
I honestly use them all the time.
They're great.
Yes. Well, that's all we have tonight. Tune in tomorrow. I'm Rebecca Wallace.
And I'm Caden Williams with your latest news.
And I'm NewsWatch reporter Logan Kennedy.
Sports Watch.
And with Stormwatch, I'm Veronica Flores.
Be sure to keep up with us on our socials and tune in tomorrow at 5. NewsWatch Ole Miss, where we keep it live and keep it local.